goosebumps, my man. Just goosebumps watching, especially Tamyra Mensah-Stock. Completely pure joy. Her world title interview and everything else was just really something to see.
Right, and the fact that she's been at the highest level for the longest time and finally broke out and won a world title. I mean, she had 3 Eureka titles before this,
which
right?
is insane.
And so she's definitely been at the level, and for her to be able to get it is amazing.
Yeah, and she vaulted the U.S. women from 5th to 3rd place when we got the math right on that one and laid it out ahead of time, and she did a great job. So let's tell the people we got coming up. We got the semis and the 4 weight classes that were held today: 61, 79, 86, 97. At 61 kilograms, Tyler Graff lost in the quarterfinals. He needs Lomatadze to win to pull him back into the repechage, correct?
Yes, correct. So Lomatadze is going to wrestle Aware from India, the number 2 seed. So that's the number 2 and 3 seed.
Usually a toss-up kind of match, right?
Yeah, I would say Lomatadze probably has the advantage. Slight, but,
Sure. That's good. If that happens, then Graff is in that position where he only has to win 1 match to finish in the top 4, correct?
The top 5, yes.
Yes, top 5.
Yeah,
okay.
If he gets pulled back in, he would have to wrestle 1 match to make it to the bronze medal match.
And then he would have Aware or Aware, depending on how you pronounce that name, correct?
Correct. Yeah, he would have the winner of. He would just have one guy. The Lomatadze actually had a bye. He would have the wrestler from Moldova who.
Right. So Moldova would go into Graff. The winner would go into Aware.
Correct. Yes.
All right. So definitely want to be watching that. Both the semis are going to be going at the same time, so we're going to be following that match very closely. The next weight class is 79. Kyle Dake on the front side of the bracket. Had a really good match with the Russia in the quarterfinals. Was the first win for the United States over Russia in this tournament. Very tactical match, and the match kind of turned on the takedown when it was 2-1 to make it 4-1 and going on to win 5-1.
Yeah, no, he wrestled a very, very smart match there. He especially that first point he got with that push out.
Yes.
He was 0.01 seconds away from giving up a point for a shot clock violation, and he was able to get the Russian to step out just as time expired, and then he came back and got another point takedown. He did a great job, and now in the semifinals he has a very tough Uzbek wrestler, Kurbanov. I was just trying to see if they have wrestled in the past. I don't know if I have the notes on that now. So, Kurbanov has had a great tournament so far. In the second round, he beat the number 4 seed from Iran, Tamuri. He beat him 11-10 in a wild.
That was a crazy match.
Yeah, wild match. And then in the quarterfinals, he beat the Armenian Grigorian 8-8. So he's had some battles, right?
Yeah.
He's toughed it out, and now he's going to have to wrestle Kyle Dake, the returning world champ.
Yes, and if Dake makes the finals, that puts him into the Olympic trial semifinals against in the same bracket, because we know he's going down into Burroughs' weight, 74 kilograms.
Right.
Okay. The next weight is 86. Pat Downey actually wrestled pretty well. He was in the round of 64. Won his first round to get to the round of 32. Won his second match to get to the round of 16. Unfortunately, got tech fouled by the German wrestler who then lost to Miles Amin, who's actually in the semifinals. So Downey's eliminated, and the German that beat him will probably be eliminated because Amin's a pretty huge underdog against Yazdani Charati.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Yazdani Charati, former world champion, and probably the highest favorite coming into this tournament with the absence of David Taylor. David Taylor beat him last year in the finals. And
in round 1, actually.
Round 1?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
that was a crazy draw.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it was essentially the finals.
Right, yeah.
For all practical purposes, yeah.
Right. So anyways, so he's here trying to win another world title because he won it 2 years ago, I believe.
Yes.
He's been in the finals a few times at other weight classes, 74, I believe, as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's going to be an interesting match, but he has been proven to only have one person that is his kryptonite, David Taylor.
Yep. And unfortunately, that was an Olympic weight, so excuse me, we did not qualify that weight as well. The good news is the last weight, 97, is an Olympic weight. Captain America lives there. He's doing Captain America things. Got down 3-0 in the quarterfinals, and then just went to work. 13 points and ended up with a
unanswered points. Yeah, and just like a workmanlike fashion, it started off with him getting in on the shot and picking his opponent up and slamming him down.
Yeah.
Finishing strong, not allowing Ibrahimov to control that overhook and try to defend Kyle's shots. And then as the match wore on, Kyle just started wearing on him and being more explosive. And actually, he had a lot of variety in his scoring actions that match. And that really impressed me, and I hope he keeps that up. And another thing that I saw that very positive is that he wasn't just pushing. He has more of a flow, more of a give and take. And in order to beat Sadulayev, I mean, he's got the semis first, but looking forward, in order to beat Sadulayev, he's going to have to continue that movement, that motion, and mixing it up to keep his opponents guessing.
Absolutely. So he qualifies the weight, puts himself into the Olympic trial finals, which will be interesting. We'll probably get more into this, which way is Jaden Cox going to go. Is he going to go up or is he going to go down? But we pointed out DT, Cox, and Snyder, 3 hammers, 2 weights. Somebody's going to be the odd man out, right?
Correct.
And then the last weight, and then we go into the medals today. So once those semifinals are done, we're going to go to the medal matches of 4 weights: 70 kilograms, 74, 92, 125. Let's start with the bad news at 70 and 125. James Green and Nick Wisdowski are both out. Gwiz went 0-1. Green went 1-1. Kind of got hosed on a call at the end of the match. And while that's the case, he's got to just make sure that situation doesn't happen. He's better off just taking the push out and winning 3-2 instead of giving those guys a chance to, frankly, hose him.
Right.
So Jordan Burroughs had a really sort of odd tournament for him. Had a super crazy match the first round, super crazy match the second round, won them both. Really good match in the quarterfinals. Was beating Sidakov in a sort of a low output match, not a typical Burroughs match, ton of scrambles, and then got pushed out with 1.3 seconds left in the semi. So Sidakov obviously makes the finals. Jordan's in the repechage. He needs one match to be in the bronze medal match. Huge implications here for him. 1, another world medal, add to the legacy. Number 2, that would put him in the Olympic trial finals. Okay. And then 3, the team points that would be charged to that. And it's not Burroughs, but I can't wait to see Sidakov Chamizo.
Yeah, that is gonna be a matchup. I don't know if they've wrestled before, but yeah, anytime you get either one of those 2 wrestlers, and when we get them both, it's gonna be
fire, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yep. And then fortunately for us, the last match of the session will be 92, and we have Mr. Clean. That's the new nickname for him, thanks to his mom, Kathy. We all agree Bald Jaden is probably, I shouldn't say we all agree, I think that Bald Jaden is the best Jaden. He did 2 things yesterday that were insane. 1, the guy had him in a leg lace with his knees about this far off the ground.
Right.
And he didn't give up anything, came out of that. And then, I don't know the sequence, which was first and last. He was sprawling, got underneath the guy, posted, just picked the guy up like a sack of potatoes.
Right.
He's looked unbelievable.
No, he has. I mean, we've talked about it a lot here. He hasn't given up a takedown since last year's World Semifinals, and it's very hard to beat when you don't give up.
When you don't give up points, it's hard to lose, right?
And I mean, it's the obvious talk that we're about to say, but his offense is great. He knows how to win matches. And you could have good defense, you could have good offense, but if you don't know how to win matches, that's a skill in itself.
Right.
To be able to manage that, and he's been world class at it since college, because immediately upon graduation he stepped out, got an Olympic medal, got another medal the following year, won a world title last year. He has his 4th medal already guaranteed.
In 4 tries,
Four
too.
tries,
yeah.
which is just I mean, it's phenomenal, and he's a great wrestler, great human being, and I'm super excited to watch that, and I'm pumped that that's our last one.
Yeah.
And so we could go out on a very positive note.
Chance for a U.S. World Champion for the 4th day in a row.
Correct.
Yes, and hopefully we'll have Dake and Snyder in the finals for the 5th day in a row, and if Snyder makes it, Snyder Liev 3, I think, is how we're going to close the World Championships. So we'll get to that trilogy, hopefully. People need to get on Track Wrestling and buy this, right?
For sure. How do they do that?
You just go to Track Wrestling. There's 3 price points: $29.99, $49.99, $99.99. They need to check this out. They get all the archives, even at $29.99. They get the whole tournament, all 9 days. So even if you had to go out of town for a week and go back and watch everything, plus you get to watch today and everything tomorrow. So get on Track Wrestling, get that subscription, listen to Silent H. We'll be right back.
What's the difference between the good and the great? The champion and the runner-up. Both work hard. Both show up for practice. Both work for success. So what makes them different? Others just want success. The champion creates it. We don't beg for it. We don't ask for it. We don't wait for it. We create it. Create your own success.
If our mats could talk, they would speak of hand craftsmanship, innovation, and our tradition of excellence, of our patented zip connection, exclusive Digiprint technology, the reputation our mats are known for. If our mats could talk, they would speak of our history, of champions, and of you. 60 years of tradition, 60 years of success. Resolute, the mat company.
Okay, we got the semifinals, 61 kilos. Let's tell everybody what we're watching out for here. The top half of the bracket has the Iranian wrestler versus, surprise, surprise, the Russian wrestler. What is interesting is the Iranian wrestler was unseeded, had a bye, then beat the Turk 6-3, then beat the Azerbaijani 13-12, and Azerbaijan beat YBR from Cuba,